Hey everyone, it's Lisa from Planner. Welcome back to my channel for another video, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Either way, thanks for clicking and spending a little time with me today. For this video, I'm going to be memory planning the week of, March 29th through April 4th in my Recollections Celestial planner. This beautiful kit is a kit by Simply Gilded. It's actually from one of her sub boxes. So if you want to see how I've already pre-planned my week and how I got to this point, I'll have that plan with me video linked down below, or it'll pop up in the cards, because that's how I plan. I pre-plan out my week, and then day by day I go in and fill in the blank spots with the things that happened on my memories and such like that. So this is my memory plan with me. Let's go ahead and get started with Monday. I don't mind my cat because he just suddenly got the urge to start eating as soon as I start my voiceover, because he's a little troll. Okay, well, now that I've told on him, he stopped. So anyways, be sure you're subscribed and let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one of these beautiful lace scallop boxes from the Given Girl, which was in her 2020 advent calendar, because that is one of the downfalls of the Simply Gilded box sticker kits, is that they're just like a super micro sheet. It's only like 2 pages, like 2.5 pages. And the half page only has like maybe 3 or 4 half boxes on it, and that's all you get as in terms of box wise. So her kits are great for smaller planners, or if you're someone who's in a bigger planner like me, but you don't really use boxes, maybe you just kind of use icons and you just kind of write on the planner paper, then that'll work for you. But I am a white space planner, but I do still like to vary my boxes as well. I don't like to just only write on the white space. So I'm bringing in a lot of my own stuff, but that's fine. I'm just going to use that to mark that I injured my calf during my workout on Monday, and that hurt a lot. So I'm still not fully recovered, but I am doing much, much better. I wasn't able to walk properly the first few days, but now I can, bear my full weight. I can even stand on my tiptoes again. I just can't do any jumping in my workouts. So until I'm healed, then I'm just doing modified workouts. It's fine. I used a Crafts by Thaowie shoe icon just to mark, because it's a workout. And then I used a Dash of Sun Designs flower divider and a Sadie stickers divider above that too, because I didn't really have anything else to put in below that box. I wish I had not used the divider from Dash of Suns right there, because I didn't realize how close it was to the one that's right there on Wednesday, and I kind of like to, stagger the space between them, but whatever. I didn't see that. By the way, I do PR with Dash of Suns, so make sure you use my code to save and get my freebie. That is also Dash of Sun's newest mandala that I put there. Again, I'm just trying to take up a lot of space, because after I injured myself, that was like my whole day was ruined. I wasn't able to do anything that I had planned to do besides for grocery shop, which honestly I shouldn't have. I should have stayed home, and my husband offered to go for me, but I was like, no, I'm fine. But yeah, anything else I had planned that day just got ruined. So I ended up just going to the grocery store afterwards, and that's it. So I used a couple transparent dots and a grocery cart icon from the Given Girl, and then a Pretty Pink Co. A little bow swiggle and a floral accent, deco accent from Sticker Guru, which is another shop that I PR for. And I wrote for my gratitude muscles that work, because you can't take these things for granted. On Tuesday, so I had a little half box there that came in the kit, but I realized I didn't like it because you can barely see the handwriting, which I had wrote COVID vaccine. So I used my undo to take that sticker up, and then I used a pretty scalloped half box that comes on my freebie with Dash of Sun. And I'm just rewriting, that we got our COVID vaccine on Tuesday. So I'm using another injection or needle, whatever, from Dash of Sun. And it's one of her hand-drawn bow icons, and then a honey inked leafy deco accent there. And then I used a honey ink, honey inked pen flourish in between there, just a little planner jewelry for that weird white space area. Then I'm using a Sadie stickers half semi-circle scalloped, I never know what these things are called, one of those things with the bows, to mark that I did my workout with thankfully no pain, because I had modified it, and I was just glad to just, get back to it. I was honestly, y'all, I was really sad, because I was on a great streak with my closing my rings on my watch until Monday happened. I had done 14 days straight of closing my rings, which is my current record. And then Monday happened. So anyways, I've just become somebody who likes to work out every day, and so I was back on it on Tuesday, and grateful that I was able to modify it without pain. The workout script is a script from Sticker Guru, and then I used a honey inked another kind of divider or whatever. It's like a pen flourish thing. And then I used this pretty circle from the kit. It's like a piece of deco, and along with a car heart icon. Those Aurora pink holographic stickers came in the sub box as well, because I had to call Nissan so I could schedule an oil change for my car. And for my Gratitude Tuesday, I wrote the vaccine, of course, because I'm happy to get my first dose, and for my workout. And then I just listed some things in my to-do list that I need to do for the week that, spoiler alert, I ended up doing none of those things, but hey, whatever. As long as they're there, I know I need to do them. And then moving on to Wednesday, at the top of the day, I'm going to use another pen flourish from Honey Inked. And then at the bottom, I'm going to use another one of those Giving Girl Advent Calendar lacy boxes with the heart shape. And then a Destash With Me Designs floral deco. And I was going to use one of the credit card heart icons from the sub box, but I decided with the heart, you know, like box being there, just like two hearts together, I wasn't vibing with it. So instead I used a Destash With Me Designs bow laptop doodle, because I had bought some Easter stuff on Amazon, because I realized that Easter was getting really close and we didn't have anything for my son's Easter basket yet. So I did a little bit of online shopping. Then I'm going to use a Honey Inked lacy divider. This sheet doesn't even have a name, so I don't know what these are, but they look like pretty lacy dividers to me, so that's what I'm calling them. Then I'm going to take some leftovers. I have, thankfully, some leftovers that I can use from the Giving Girl, from a kit that I had in my Destash binder, and I just have those on my reusable sticker album paper so I could kind of pull things in, because again, the kit only comes with a few half boxes and there's no little corners and things, you know, for like when I want to write on white space. So I'm just using my own stuff. So it's a bow accent circle from the Giving Girl, and then this adorable donut icon from Papershire, because we got our free Krispy Kreme glazed donuts. Because when you have your COVID vaccine, you can go to any location, any time of the day, every single day for the rest of the year to get a free glazed donut when you show your card. So I thought that was amazing. We had to go and get our free donut, of course. And I wrote Music of the Wind for my gratitude on Wednesday, just because it was kind of a windy day and I heard some wind chimes. And wind chimes are honestly one of my favorite sounds. It's just so relaxing, and it's literally like music of the wind. So I was just grateful to hear that. Moving on to Thursday, I thought that there was a little white space there that was kind of awkward and needed some filling in. So I'm going to take my freebie again. That's my freebie from Dash of Sun. And I have a little divider kind of flourish thing on there that I'm going to go ahead and just place underneath the half box. And then I wrote in my hours that I worked on Thursday and just added a couple of dots. I don't normally work Wednesday, Thursday for my part-time job. I usually work Friday, Saturday, but it was spring break, so I had some trainings to do. And that's all I have, the space I had. So I just go ahead and wrote I Am Legend, because I really love that movie. It was actually the movie that kind of introduced me to Will Smith as an actor. Sorry, I didn't really watch Fresh Prince. I'm a little young for that, and also I don't like sitcoms. So as an actor in a movie, you know, kind of a role, that's how he kind of became one of my favorite actors. And we watched I Am Legend on Thursday. Then moving on to, what are we on? We're on Friday. So I'm going to grab a lace box from the Giving Girls Advent Calendar and layer that with a mini mandala from Honey Inked, peeking out. I think that looks cute. And then I'm grabbing a sushi icon doodle from Baltimore Designs, because we were supposed to go to dinner. I was actually memory planning this as we were about to go to dinner. And then I used a arrow doodle from Rose Colored Days. So we were going to go and have some sushi dinner, because it's my favorite. And also it was like the last, you know, weekend before spring break ends and all. So anyways, that didn't happen because they didn't want to seat us for some reason. We got on their waiting list and we waited an hour and a half after she had said it was only going to be 20 minutes. Okay, so first we waited half an hour. Then I came in to say how much longer, and she said 20 minutes. And then we ended up waiting 50 minutes before we were like, okay, well, they're not calling us, because they were supposed to call or text me because they had my number. Yeah, we waited 50 minutes after she said it would be 20. And then, so we went and got food somewhere else, and then they never called. They never texted at all. So anyway, that's sad. And a huge waste of time. But anyways, so we didn't go. But I had wrote it in my planner because I was memory planning, and then I was like, okay, I'm done memory planning. Let's go eat. My gratitude for Friday, though, was that we found my husband's car key, because he had been lost his car key for like a month. So I was glad we found it. Anyway, moving on to Saturday. First, I took a half box from that half sheet that you just saw. I cut it because first of all, I didn't need the whole half box. And also it says gratitude, and I don't use those half boxes for gratitude. So I'm just going to use it as kind of like a third box. And I'm going to layer that with a Honey Inked pen flourish again, as well as one of her lacy dividers or whatever, and a butterfly from the kit, and a Trader Joe's script from Wild Summer Designs because we went to Trader Joe's on Saturday. Then I'm taking this pretty moon with a bow deco from the kit, and then a pajama set from Crafts by Thaowie, as well as this sleep-in little cute pillow script combination from the Coffee Monsters Co. because I did sleep in on Saturday. I slept in first and then we went to Trader Joe's, so it's not chronological, but I did sleep in because it was a weekend. And then I'm just using some of the stars that came in the sub box, as well as a few little stars from the Given Girl, just because I felt like, I don't know, it felt like it needed some more sparkle, I guess. And I think it goes well with the moon because it's like the moon and stars. I don't know, it's cute. In my half box there, I just wrote what we watched for our movie night, and we watched on that night The Chronicles of Narnia, which my son hadn't seen before. Well, he did, but he didn't really remember it because he must have been much younger. We did this fun thing that was my husband's idea for the week of spring break where we spelled out spring, right? So S was Monday, P was Tuesday, R was Wednesday, etc. And then we watched a movie that started with whatever letter in spring was that day. We would all pick a movie and then randomly, figure out whose movie won. And so Narnia was kind of a cheat because it's technically the Chronicles of Narnia, but N was... we skipped Fridays. It was supposed to be N. So N was Saturday and it was Narnia. For my gratitude on Saturday, I wrote that we found the strawberry cheesecake from Trader Joe's. I was so excited we found it, and it's so good. If you can find it at your Trader Joe's, definitely go get it. It is heavenly. And moving on to Sunday, I'm going to grab a lacy scalloped box from the Giving Girl from the Advent calendar, and then one of these scalloped corners from Sadie Stickers. And I haven't written in what they're about yet, but I'm getting there. I'm also going to grab a Sadie Stickers flourishy divider kind of a thing just to go above the lacy scallop box since I felt like I needed to put something there. And then I'm going to grab a present icon from a Strawberry Creek Studio $1 Wednesday for the scallop box since that is to mark that, my son opened his Easter basket on Easter. And then I needed to use this Instant Pot doodle from Wild Summer Designs, and I had to reposition it because I didn't want it covering too much of the bows from the Sadie Stickers scallop corner. That was for marking that I made deviled eggs for Easter, and I love doing deviled eggs in the Instant Pot because it's so quick and so easy to make hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot. I'm literally never going back to doing it the old way. It's always perfection and so easy to peel when you do it in the Instant Pot. So that was just to recap my Sunday. I'm just going to go ahead and write in together for Easter for my gratitude because I was grateful to be with family for Easter. And then I'm just going to migrate my tasks in my sidebar because like I said, I did none of those things. So that pretty much wraps it up for this week's memory plan with me. And yeah, that is going to be everything. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up because it helps out my channel and helps out my video, and I truly appreciate your support so much. I'm so grateful for it. Again, be sure you're subscribed if you're not already because I post new videos regularly. I do 2 to 3 videos a week, so make sure you're subscribed and you don't miss them. And leave me a comment if you have a question about anything at all, like where I got anything. Of course, the shops are all linked down below, but if you have a question, feel free to ask, or if you just want to say hi, and I will say hi back because I love talking to y'all. And yeah, that's about it. I hope that you all are well. Remember that you're loved, you're worthy, and you are enough just the way that you are. Don't let anyone ever try to tell you otherwise. I hope that y'all take care, stay safe, have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.